Hello Penguinauts, I'm the Bearded Penguin and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4. Now this is a game quite a few of you have been asking me to play for a while, and I decided that I really need some kind of series that I can upload regularly instead of Fall of Kerbin, of course, which is rather intermittent, and basically we make it whenever we have the time to make it. I need something that I can just upload on a consistent level and something you guys will enjoy. That was originally Civ 6, but well, most of you stopped kind of watching that because I guess it's not exactly the sort of game that you might want me to play, but a lot of you seem to want me to play this, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Just so you know, I've had this game for a little while now. I do actually know what I'm doing, before you have any worries. Well, mostly know what I'm doing. I have won the game quite a few times as a couple of difficult nations, so I thought, you know, I'm going to do another playthrough. Why not just record it and just show it to you guys for your viewing pleasure? So, I decided, my last game was Japan as I took over the world, but we're going to do a new game, of course. Obviously, you're not going to do 1939 because then you're just kind of stuck with doing World War II, how it was actually meant to be done. No, we're going to do Gathering Storm. I don't think I'm ever really going to do 1939. Alright, so what we're going to do is play as France, because France did well in World War II, didn't they? Yeah, sure they did. So we're going to play as France, but I don't want to be part of the Allies because the Allies pretty much win by default. They have the USA. So if you let things go the way they do, it's just far too easy to play as the Allies. It's also pretty easy to play as the Axis. Well, it's obviously more difficult than the Allies, but once you've got Germany on your side and stuff, if you know what you're doing, it's pretty simple to win. However, communism is the way to go, I think. We don't want to side with the Soviet Union, because the Soviet Union can basically take over the world immediately if it feels like it. I mean, well, the Soviet Union can win World War II single-handedly. So what we're going to do is we're going to play as France and be communist, but true communism, not the Stalinist, secretly fascist pigs with their bourgeoisie or whatever over in the Soviet Union. They say seize the means of production, but really it's just a personality cult. No, we're going to be communist, we're going to destroy the Axis, and then we're going to destroy the false communists in the East, including those false communists in China as well. Also, obviously, going to destroy the Allies as well. We need to have communism. It needs to be a world revolution. The workers shall unite under the common banner of French communism. Yes, the whole world shall drink champagne and eat baguettes. Okay, right, here we go. Yeah, this playthrough I feel is going to get very racist very quickly. Please excuse me if I am unintentionally rather racist or intentionally racist, because it's all just a bit of fun. I'm going to be racist to the UK as well. Whenever you play a game that has countries in it, you're just going to end up being stupid. So we're going to go Iron Man mode. We'll go historical AI focuses. It means they're slightly more predictable in what they do. Saying that, it can usually be a little more amusing. If you actually, yeah, we're going to untick that because things can swing very, very differently if you go like that. If you go this way, every game is pretty much identical because obviously they try to go as historically accurate as possible. So Germany will always invade France in 1939 and blah 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 blah. Let's have it a little more unpredictable, yeah? I think that's a good idea. All right, here we go. Create a new save game. The Baguette Empire. There we go. Wait, no, it's not an empire. Ooh, it's not even an empire. The Baguette Republic. There we go. Baguette Republic. Boom. That's what we're going to be calling ourselves. Yes. The almighty Baguette Empire. Not empire. It's a republic. It's not an empire. But it can be a republic and an empire, though, can't it? Yeah, we can be the Baguette Empire. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so France actually has a decent standing military. They have, I believe, the 4th largest navy in the world as well. So they're certainly, I was going to say certainly not pushovers, but, well, Battle of France. Okay, let's choose our research first. So I don't think we're going to be particularly inventive here. We're just going to go for machine tools. You know, this is the thing that everyone does. You've got to go for construction, get your industry going. World War II, unless it's a very quick war, it's a war of industry and research. It's a war of logistics, essentially. It's not so much about how fierce your military is. Germany, probably one of the fiercest, well, if not the fiercest military in the world, but up against the Soviet Union, just throw so many units at them. Just the sheer production capacity that they have, that they don't stand a chance. So yeah, which is why Germany basically entirely relies on having momentum, just smashing them so fast that they can't bring that industrial capability to bear. Which is obviously why France fell rather quickly. Well, also because they went through Belgium. The Maginot Line was only here. They're like, oh, Germany, they won't invade through Belgium. It's not like they did that in World War One. So, yeah, it's fine. Just build the Maginot Line on the border with Germany. They probably won't invade through Belgium again. So, obviously, they invade through Belgium again. And there you go, Battle of France. Right. Let's have a look. I think we want to be building more civilian factories to start with. Yes, almost certainly. Just build a couple of civilian factories. We just want to get our production really quite up. So we want to have a good war machine going. So we'll build a couple of civilian factories just to start with. National focus. I haven't even looked at the national focuses left. National focuses here. Okay. Government reform. Oh, more political power. Oh, that means we could. Okay, this might be the way to become communist. Yeah, check this out. So government reform gives us loads of political power to play with. Then we can revise Versailles. Or support the status quo. Base national unity or research bonuses for land doctrine. Okay, but if we do this, then we can support the left, which grants daily communism support, yeah. And then Republican intervention. Opinion of France. Okay, so we can send volunteer forces to help the Spanish Civil War. Okay, so we can go support the Republicans in Spain. Awesome. Leftist rhetoric. Soviet Union. I don't want to join Comintern. We're not going to be joining Comintern. They're not true communists. We're going to destroy those Stalinists. We're not going to do that. What's this? Is this? Ah, yes. Okay, so we'll create our own faction. That's what we want to be doing. We'll do that. Maybe we'll join with Republican Spain, or maybe take over the whole world ourselves. You guys tell me in the comments. Should I have some allies, or should I just backstab everyone? So that's what we're gonna want to do. We're gonna go down there. I assume it's some of this stuff. Okay, little entente. Go with Britain. It's this stuff that basically lets you build the Maginot Line, I assume. So that's all joining the Allies and all that, but we don't want to do that. And we're not going to guarantee the Polish either. We're going to destroy Germany, though, of course. Okay, we've got our air focus, we've got our navy focus, defensive focus or aggressive focus. Ah, okay, so this is for all the... Yeah, extend the Maginot Line. Yeah, and starts pissing off Germany. Okay. So we can build a load of forts, or we can go aggressive and basically blitzkrieg. Well, looking at how badly the defenses of the Maginot Line actually held up in actual World War II, I think we're going to go aggressive focus. Almost certainly. Mechanized, build loads of tanks, get an armor reform. That's what we're going to do. Okay, we've got 2 extra research slots down here, so I think we're going to go for government reform so we can get the communism ball rolling. And then we're going to go down here and go for the extra research slots. And go for all the industrial... Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I know that took a little while deciding all that, but I think, it's certainly worth deciding exactly what we want to be doing. Right, we've got a bunch of crappy fighters. We're just going to send them all to reserve. I don't like having fighters out. I just put them in places as I need them. So we're just going to send all of these to reserve. Naval bombers. Oh, wait, these are on a carrier? We have a carrier? So we do. Let's have a look at this. Okay, we've got 1 aircraft carrier. Alright, and we've got 8 submarines. Let's have a look at the rest of our navy. Okay, the majority of it is in the Mediterranean, which is probably where we want it. We want to put our navy all in one place though. That's a size 10 base. That's a size 10 base. We are probably going to... Yeah, we're going to want control of the Mediterranean. But let's bring all our fleets into one place so we can sort them all out. There we go. So bring them all there, and then we'll sort all those fleets out in a bit. I want to go to normal view. Thank you. And now let's have a look at our army, shall we? So we've got a bunch of motorized. We've got some little tanks, but I think we're still using a lot of crappy tanks. We'll have to sort out our production in a minute. We've got outdated stuff in production. Okay, so what are we currently building? We're still building... Okay, so we need some oil, actually. But we've got quite a bit of stuff to trade, I think. So, okay, surplus of steel. Yeah, exporting a lot of steel, tungsten. All we need is oil. All right, so we can just import that from... Yeah, United States. We're not going to trade with those Stalinist pigs. Let's get that oil flowing. Okay, solid. Okay, so we don't want to be building any more of these crappy submarines. I don't know, why is it... Why is it still building old submarines when we can be building new ones? We'll just finish that submarine because it's almost done, so we might as well finish it. Then in the meantime, we'll sort all that out. Oh god, I'm gonna need to sort out all this production, aren't I? Jesus. Okay, you know, I'm gonna come back in a sec once I've just sorted everything out. There's so much stuff you just have to mess with and just organize when you start a new game of Hearts of Iron 4. So, I've spent about 10 minutes sorting everything out, because not only have I got to defend France itself, but France has also got quite a few colonies, namely France, you've also got French Indochina, you've got Madagascar, and also this little piece of the Middle East over here. So, essentially, I've got two main theatres. I've got fuck appeasement, because we're going to be invading Germany. We're not going to have it the other way around. We're not going to be appeasing Germany. We're going to be opposing every single thing they do, and hopefully make them back down over the Rhineland as well. This is divided into two sections. So we've got Le Grand Army. It's been a long time since I did French. I can't speak French at all, so I'm just going to make up French words. Le Grand Army sounds roughly French. And l'armure, because if you have a word beginning with a vowel, then you get rid of the E on the end of the le or the la if it's feminine. So I do remember my GCSE French, and so you have a little apostrophe or an apostrophe instead. So it's l'armure, even though the word for armour in French almost certainly isn't armour, because I can't speak French. Yeah, going well, isn't it? So we've got so we've got three front lines: one against Germany, one against Belgium, one against Luxembourg. Because as I said, we're not idiots. But the armour is all going to be concentrated here. Hopefully to push into Germany, take Berlin, if they won't back down about the Rhineland. So we're just going to let everything move on. I've sent my entire navy down here to the Mediterranean. We had quite a few in bases all across here. The defence force here, we've got, I've named them, wait, I haven't got any exciting names. This is actually the military police force. I need to rename that. Military police, there we are. This one down here was the Madagascar, there we go, Madagascar Defence Force. It just says, yeah, there we go, Madagascar Defence. We've got the African Defence Force, but then we've also got a few units which I've just put on the border with Italy here, which is don't try it, Italy. Whee! Because I don't want Italy to invade me. So, yeah, we're just going to do that. And then we've also got the Damascus Defence Force over here, which is just one. Then we've also got the French Indochina Defence Force. So yeah, things are pretty chill, hopefully. We're just getting everything into one place with our navy, so then we can sort them out. But yeah, everything should be alright. We don't have any divisions in basic training, but we don't have, like, any equipment right now. We have a massive deficit of equipment when it comes to weapons. Look how many we need. Just shit infantry equipment. We only have 6 military factories. Like, I thought France was a little better than this, but I think this is going to be a little more difficult. I think even Germany starts with more military factories than that. So we need to start a pretty massive rearmament program. So once we have our civilian factories on the go, that's when we'll start with our military factories and really get this rearmament going. As you see, our navy just slowly travelling in towards the Mediterranean. Because I think although our first target is almost certainly going to be Germany, Italy is going to be very close behind. And then obviously we're going to declare war on most of Europe. Yeah, to be honest, I think we might just take all of Europe and all of Africa and all of everywhere, really. Although the Soviet Union obviously is going to be the big problem in the long run. So, I don't know. We're just going to see how things go, to be honest. We might take Turkey, invade up through Damascus down here, and then invade up through the Caucasus, take all their oil away from them. Maybe have a two-fronted war. That's how, when I was German, it's how I defeated the Soviet Union. Took Turkey. And then when I launched my main invasion here, my main push from Moscow, I launched a small invasion with Rommel down here up through the Caucasus, took all their oil, and then basically destroyed most of their stuff. Hello, free dockyards. Why do we have... Oh, we finished that submarine, didn't we? Right. We're building light cruisers, battle cruisers, Dunkirk, yeah, and destroyers. yeah, I don't think we really want to be investing in battleships and in heavy cruisers. If you got battle cruisers is just a great compromise. The Dunkirk class is a really good class of ship, actually. So I think we're just going to put a little more production into them, although we are going to need more destroyers. Let's have a look. How much of a navy do we actually have? We have 1 carrier, 5 battle cruisers, 7 heavy cruisers, 7 light cruisers, and a lot of submarines. Jesus, and a lot of destroyers as well. So I think we need to just basically step up everything, really. Although our naval production is actually fine. So yeah, let's step up the light cruiser production a little bit. I think we're going to need a few more of those. Obviously, you need a few destroyers and Dunkirks. Yeah, let's just build a load of those. Can't really go wrong with building loads of Dunkirks. Actually, let's just, yeah, do it like that. We'll just have this on infinite for now. I don't want to have to keep changing it. So until we upgrade our stuff, I think that's fine. What else could we even be building? Don't show outdated equipment. Yeah. Could be building heavy cruisers, I guess. Battleship. These are pretty crappy battleships. We're not going to build any carriers until we have better carriers as well. And like carriers are great in like the open expanses of the Pacific, etc. But when you're in the confines of the Mediterranean, basically just having big gun ships is more than enough. We still have 3 dockyards. Hello. Did we accidentally take one off somewhere? Oh, we took one off here, didn't we? Yeah, a few more light cruisers. Right. There we go. Okay, so I think things have relatively sorted themselves out. So this is all of our navy, I believe? Yeah, this is all our navy. Okay, let's sort out the navy. You know what? This is going to take a while as well. Let's just skip ahead for a second. Alright, so we've organised everything into 3 fleets. We've got Le Grand Fleet, which is basically consisting of everything that isn't a submarine, which is basically what we're going to use to take over the Mediterranean. And then we've got 2 submarine fleets, Le Sneaky Fleet 1 and Le Sneaky... Oh wait, it should probably be numero... you don't really have space for numero. We'll just go and then de. There we go. Le Sneaky Fleet and Le Sneaky Fleet 2. I can count in French. Yay. We're going to get automatic split off because these guys are going to go on long missions away. We want to... These are, you know, basically, we don't want the whole fleet going back. We just send individual subs back when they need repairing. Because these guys are going to be out for a pretty long time when we do eventually send them out. Whereas the main fleet is all going to be going in one go and then repairing all in one go. We've got that one submarine we built before actually over here. So we're going to send Le Sneaky Fleet 2. And you guys can be based over here. And where's the Sneaky Fleet? There it is. Select you guys. You guys can be based, yeah, based over there in the channel. Alright, so, yeah, we're also going to obviously need our main fleet to take the English Channel, take on the Royal Navy when we want to invade Britain. But, there we go. Finally, we have sorted everything out. There we go. Let's close all that. We don't need the Grand Army up. Okay. Right, so there we are. We'll take it up to 4 times speed or possibly even 5 times speed. Yeah, we'll go to 5 times speed. We're not producing any aircraft right now. But yeah, actually, no, we need to fix that. We don't really need motorized right now. Saying we do need motorized, don't we? We need all the stuff that we're producing. So we don't really have the capability to be building aircraft right now. We'll start building aircraft in a bit. We don't need them right now, so that's fine. What we're building right now is basically all we can be building. So once we get a few more factories on the go, that's when we'll start building some aircraft. We'll start researching better aircraft because it seems that all the aircraft we currently have are pretty terrible. But yeah, so Germany should remilitarize the Rhineland first. So, you know, we need to be prepared for that. We need to oppose them immediately because I'm not going to let them remilitarize the Rhineland whatsoever. I don't know if that's going to cause a really, really early war. I don't know. Hopefully they'll just back down about it. I mean, in real life, it was a massive gamble for Hitler. I mean, there was the saying that if a single French bayonet had crossed the horizon, it would have withdrawn immediately, and Hitler probably would have lost, probably would have been overthrown in a coup if he'd angered France. They were tiptoeing around France at that point, because obviously France had a much bigger military than Germany at the very beginning. Hello, little German units. Oh, they're lining up. Yeah, so yeah, this is why I don't want them to remilitarize the Rhineland, because, you know, they're going to line up troops on the other side, and I don't like that. You know what? Let's get a little plan in place. Just because I don't like this. Just so they can have their preparation bonus. They're going to push through Frankfurt, take Munich as well. Just giant push straight through. Yeah, well, these guys hold the line. That's what I tend to do. Just let the armoured units spearhead straight through. Alright, so the game kind of crashed right as we hit our first national focus, and since we were on Iron Man, I lost all of my progress because it was saving over the same save file, and that save file just got corrupted. That's never actually happened to me before in Hearts of Iron 4. That's pretty much a one-off, actually, so don't have that as any kind of bad omen for not getting this game. This is an amazing game, but yeah, the game crashed for whatever reason. So what I've done is I've just started again, and I've got us to pretty much the same point that we were at. Thank God that we were only a month in, because otherwise that would have been very, very annoying. So I think I've done pretty much everything the way it was before. I've given everything the same names. It took me about 15-20 minutes to get back to where we are, but I think we're alright. So we're going to go through our first national focus again, which is government reform. So here we go. I believe it's on the 11th of March that we get government reform. Yes, it is. Hello, government reform. What does that give us? Political power. Wonderful. And they should remilitarize the Rhineland any second now. So let's have a look first, though. So, yeah, we want to be supporting the left to get a communist movement. So we want to revise Versailles. I think once we've got support of the left, that's when we'll start going down all these things. We really do want to get this communism ball rolling, as I said. So, revise Versailles? Yeah, revise Versailles. Okay. There we go. We should get remilitarization of the Rhineland in a second, which is going to be rough. No? Have they not remilitarized the Rhineland? Ah! Germany hasn't remilitarized the Rhineland. Well, there you go. Nothing to worry about. Okay, so Germany hasn't remilitarized the Rhineland. What did they do? Oh, they're doing other stuff. Okay. Oh, whatever. Yeah, I don't really care. As long as if they don't remilitarize it, I'm fine. I was just planning to oppose them when they tried to remilitarize it anyway. So, all is good with the world. I swear that's the only time I've ever seen Germany not remilitarize the Rhineland as the first thing they do. But saying that, we had non-historical focuses on, so I guess they're just doing whatever they think is best. Here we go. Electronic... Oh, hello! Spanish Civil War. Civil War has erupted in Spain. Several generals seeking to overthrow the current government in Madrid have issued a pronunciamiento, and a large portion the Spanish armed forces have answered their call to arms. Nationalist Spain declared war on Spain. We get our electronic mechanical engineering. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Wunderbar. That is German. That is not French. Why is the game still running? I guess research time? Yeah, research time. We'll go for that. Why is the game still... Whatever. I don't know. This game's strange. Sometimes it'll pause it on those little pop-ups. Sometimes it doesn't pause it. I don't really get it, but whatever. Anyway, Spanish Civil War. Okay, so nearly always nationalist Spain wins this. It looks like they're going to win it this time as well. Can we send volunteers? I want to send some volunteers. Need world tension at 50%. Oh, damn it. We need to... What is it? We need to get that national focus, which is support the left. Otherwise, we can't send volunteers. But I don't think we'll be able to send volunteers fast enough because Republican Spain is being gobbled up. Oh, hello. Election. Communists in government. Communist movement in France, fueled by a broad dissatisfaction among the working class and radical trends, not racial trends, among academics, has grown large enough to lead the formation of several parties. After one of these has gained considerable support in the current election, politicians in the Parti Radical have started debating whether or not to seek their support in forming a government. Rather reform than revolution. Change in popularity of communists, 10%, or we could just ban them. Yeah. Revolution! Revolution it shall be. We're not banning communism. We love communists. True communism shall reign throughout the world. Let the workers unite for the glory of the Baguette Republic. Yes, and of course we're going to destroy the Soviet Union with their false communism. Ugh. So, you know, war against the Soviet Union is... tough, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna push forward. We're gonna get it done. We'll probably take out the British first, though. Yeah, we'll spread. Oh, hello. Revise Versailles. Aha, wonderful. Wunderbar. And we want to support the left. Great. I need to stop saying German stuff like wunderbar. Basic machine tools. We can't get improved machine tools yet. Concentrated industry. Yeah, we can get this. Yeah, concentrated. We're not planning to get bombed, so let's just get concentrated. The only benefit you get from dispersed is that it's more difficult to bomb you, but otherwise there's loads and loads of disadvantages, so we're just not going to do it. Is Germany remilitarizing yet? Aha, there we go, now they're going for it. Okay, Rhineland is going to be next. We can modify the government. Hello! What do we want to do? We've got civilian economy right now. We need to be communist and stuff before we can get any of these. Alright, we're going to have communism support soon, so we might just want, might just want to save this. So once we become communist, we can go straight to war economy or something. I don't know. Military factory construction speed. I want to go for that because we're going to be building those soon. Yeah, we're going to be building a lot of these soon. Let's grab this guy. I think we'll have more than enough political power by the time we flip to communism to flip to war economy, so we can really start our mobilization going, and we can invade those German buggers and spread the I can't really do a French accent. The oui oui yes, we spread the communism oui oui yeah no oui, there we go. Don't say yeah. I'm too used to doing German accents. I do German accents all the time. I use German sayings all the time. I don't even know why. I just kind of do. And so I just can't do a French accent. I just slip into a German accent for whatever reason. Bit weird. I don't know. Yeah, it is a bit weird, isn't it? Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. We just not do a French accent. I think that would just offend less people. It would offend less French people and just offend less normal people for not doing a terrible accent. The Germans are lining up on our border, but they're not trying to get into the Rhineland yet. But they will very soon. Construction 1. Do we need excavation? I don't think so. Not just yet. We want to start going down some doctrines, I think. We're going to need some new fighters, that's for sure, but we really do want to be starting on our land doctrines, I think. Land doctrine. Okay, we're on grand battle plan. Extensive planning and preparation for engaging battle is key to success. Is it, though? Is it? I think we want to switch to mobile warfare. I really do think we need to switch to mobile warfare. It's the way to go. We really do want to go for Blitzkrieg. Superior firepower or mobile warfare are the ones you want to go for. We do not have much manpower as France. So, mobile warfare it is. We're going to switch to that. Yeah. There we go, mobile warfare. It's going to take a while to switch, but I think it's worth it. I think it's certainly something worth doing. How's our equipment situation? Still very, very terrible. We cannot really afford to be training new divisions when we don't have guns for them. So we're just going to hold off on the new divisions for now. We've got a pretty sizable army, to be honest, at the moment. We don't desperately need to train new units. We can hold off against Germany for now. We can always certainly scare them enough to stop them doing the Rhineland. That's my hope, anyway. Yeah, they're sending volunteers to nationalist Spain. We need to flip to communist now. Oh my God, Republican Spain. Oh, workers threatened strike. Hello. 2 workers at a large factory. Struggles between workers and factory owners erupted across the country. Backed by Parti Communiste Français, have organised and are demanding better conditions, higher wage, blah 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 blah. We have invited for negotiations. Do we give in to their demands? Stand firm. Give in to their demands. Factory output minus 30%, but change in popularity of communism is 7%. That's minus... Okay, yeah, this is a much better. Negotiate a deal. There we go. Less output, but more communism. We love communism. Embrace the... Aha! Oh, hello! Leadership purchase in the Soviet Union. Soviet commanders... Okay, support the left. Aha! And remilitarization of the Rhineland. Hello there! Several German divisions recently advanced into the Rhineland, marking the first time since the end of the Great War that Germany's forces positioned west of the Rhine. Clear violation of Versailles! This is an act of war. We don't want to rally the British to our side, though. If war breaks out, we'll suffer a civil war due to our disjointed government. No, I don't want a civil war, and I don't want war either. And that's, yeah, we take a massive hit on political power. So we're going to do diplomatic objection. Because England is not going to support us. Chamberlain's in charge. He's doing appeasement. The British will not support us. And we don't want to join the Allies either. So we're going to have to issue a diplomatic objection. We can't invade them, unfortunately. Yeah. Damn it. Oh, I was really hoping we could just intervene. Republican intervention. Okay, so we could intervene in the Spanish Civil War, but they're about to die. I don't think they're going to last 70 days, are they? No. They're very, very going to die. I think we're just going to leave them to it and then conquer them later. We really need to be starting to focus on these things. So 3 infrastructure, or 2 infrastructure, colonial industry, industrial expansion. Aha, that's what we want. Military factories. There we go, metropolitan France. And then we're going to go for that extra research slot. Sorry, Republican what am I on about? I cannot talk. I was going to say Spain, and then I sort of started saying Spain, and then said France. So, Republican Spance. I can English. No, Republican Spain. Yeah, you are not going to last 70 days, so... Sorry. Don't worry, we'll liberate you and spread the fire of communism into your land, but it's going to involve us just conquering and destroying nationalist Spain. No offense. And there we go, games of the 11th Olympiad in Germany. I've actually been to the big Olympic stadium in Germany. It's pretty impressive, actually. I've been to Berlin twice in my life. It's a very impressive city, actually. You can still see the divide between East and West. Just walking across where the old Berlin Wall used to be, you can see the massive difference. It's pretty astonishing, to be honest. I've been to France a couple of times, maybe about 4 or 5 times. There's a saying we have here in Britain: France is a beautiful country. The only problem is it's full of French. We're British. We're allowed to not like the French, and the French are French. They're allowed to dislike the British. It's just a friendly rivalry, you know. Napoleonic Wars and all that, we haven't really forgiven them. They're going industrial effort. Yeah, we really need to be taking on the Germans pretty soon, actually. They're militarizing really fast. Where we can't justify a war goal until we're communist. So, how is that communist flipping going? Hey, we're almost communist!